Hello you, it's me, and it is Tuesday, so it is a Tuesday update on the book challenge. So I would say Cenk Uygur again, whatever. I mean, that's the idea behind it, but really it's also just me trying to finish my book. And this week was a huge challenge because I had to finish taxes and stressing over a lot of money issues, which means I have to work a lot more. And you know how it goes. Struggling to make sure I have food on the table. I mean, just the basic necessities has been a struggle right now. So I'm just trying to muddle through the best I can, like everybody else. As far as my writing goes, my word count now is about 500. And the reason why is because I found a bunch of other stuff I'd written down in regards to this story that I want to tell. And a lot of it doesn't fit with a lot of other things. The brilliant beginning that I thought was so perfect turns out it's not. I don't even like it. So I did change quite a bit. And since I found a bunch of new stuff that I want to add, by next week it should be a much higher count. But this week has just been really frustrating. It's frustrating when you have a beginning that you think is so perfect and then you read it over again and go, oh crap, that's not nearly as impactful as I thought it was. So, I mean, this is part of writing. So I have about one solid page right now that has most of my ideas spewed across it, with some changes, linking things together. It is a process, but what are you going to do? Like I said, there's a lot of other things kind of getting in the way of me feeling relaxed enough to sit and do some actual writing. But I'm doing it little by little. It takes time, especially right now. I know a lot of people are struggling right now. It's this economy. I know it's not going to get better quickly, but hopefully in the next couple years it will, because this is just killing me. It's just killing me. I'm trying to think. There's other stuff in the news. The new Supreme Court person, I don't know if she's qualified or not. I just am disturbed by the fact that she can't define what a woman is. I mean, it's very simple. A woman is an adult female human being. That's not excluding or including, it's just saying a fact. If you're a trans woman, that doesn't mean that you're not a woman. You're just a trans woman who is an adult female by surgery. I mean, I don't see why that would be so hard to clarify. They're still a woman. I don't think any more or less of someone who's a trans woman versus someone who is born a biological woman. They're the same to me. I don't really care. But I don't know. I guess people are in an uproar about this. It's such a dumb thing to get upset about. I don't know. Maybe I would think differently if I was a trans woman or a trans man. I don't know. But I just feel like we're making such big deals about such things that really are fairly straightforward. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just confused. I think a lot of people are. I think a lot of people are afraid to speak up. A lot of people have the answer but are afraid to say the answer because they don't want to be condemned for it. And honestly, I mean, I care, but I don't. If that makes any sense. Like, I don't want someone coming after me and calling me terrible names and all that, because it's just not true. But I guess I'm not as afraid as I used to be. Maybe that just comes with age, wisdom, time. You just kind of become a lot more straightforward. And my views might be skewed in one way or another, but I'm not afraid to say my views. You know, my opinion is my opinion. You don't have to agree with it or disagree with it. You can do what you want with it. And if I were to have a good discussion with someone, my view might change slightly, or not at all, or completely. You know, that's the best part about discussions, being able to sit and discuss topics that maybe you are or are not familiar with, because you get to know more information. What you do with that information is up to you, but it's nice to have more information to help yourself clarify, not to others, but to yourself, to help clarify what you think. It's always nice. I think that's the only complaint that I have about a lot of people right now, is they want to force you to think like they do. And they're not open to talking about anything. And I think that's a huge mistake, because even if we disagree, we should still be able to communicate with each other. And you never know, something I said or something you said might sink in a little more later and go, oh, that's an interesting point. Let me think on that more. You know, that's how minds change. Getting information and then mulling it over and coming to conclusions yourself, and then discussing it again, starting the process all over again. That's how it happens. But a lot of people just, oh, I'm right, you're wrong, period. You know, we're done. It's like, well, I'm done listening to you now. because you're so adamant about your opinion, and I might think it's wrong. Why would I want to listen to you again? That's the mistakes that a lot of people are making. You have to listen just as much as being heard. And when you listen, you have to hear. And when you speak, you have to say it not in a condescending tone, but in a more factual way, so that people can respond and people can hear you. Anyway, that's my update for this week. Hopefully this book won't be a total disaster, but it's starting out rough. Let's put it that way. It's starting out rough. See you next Tuesday, and that's all I got to say.